The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. Game 3, Bring Change, are my colleagues. At home in any arena, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the series tonight takes place in Oakland, where it'll be the Warriors going up against the Miami Heat. For the Heat, they've been phenomenal throughout this postseason. Only one loss thus far. They're putting up a historic run, and we'll see if they can finish it with a title. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control.
A 2-0 start to the finals. Things could change direction here in Game 3. 2K Sports brings you NBA playoff action. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got Miami facing the Golden State Warriors. Take a look at the Warriors. They can't panic, but after losing the first two on the road, you know, there's no question they'll need a win tonight to regain some confidence and make this a series.
Yeah, they were unable to steal a game on the road, but now in this third game, it's really do or die. They need a win to keep their championship hopes alive.
Yep, if they're able to win Game 3 tonight, that scenario becomes a definite possibility. They get a huge boost going forward. The fans would simply get crazier and more hyped up.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, the big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3, and it's Freak in at the guard position. And again, Miami with the triple.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Poked away. Curry kicks to Ezeli. Thompson dishes to Iguodala. They set the screen. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Iguodala's got his first points in this one. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Just 4 to shoot. Cannot hit. Curry with the defensive effort.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And a wide open look for Freak. And the Heat, another 3.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing them out there right now.
Well, that's an ankle breaker, Greg. You know that. And then he calmly knocked it down. Sweet.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. From past the arc, and again, Miami with the triple.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Curry attacking. It's blocked. Wade against Curry. Warriors with the rebound. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
Well, you had a little more faith in them than I did. I mean, I just never saw any signs of real life there that could be sustained.
Now here's Freak following the miss by Draymond Green. And it's Freak missing. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge. Thompson with the bucket.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Miami leading by 4. Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He had an upbeat attitude when we spoke, especially for being down 2 games in the NBA Finals. He explained his demeanor, though, saying everyone expects them to hold serve in their building, and we feel we can do the same. Confidence not lacking on their sideline despite the deficit, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. But they recover it.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Freak. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Freak's got 15.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And the wide open shot from Green. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Freak, guarded by Curry. Here's Freak. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, use kinds of looks.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And he gets it to go.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Freak after the miss from Stephen Curry. Now here's Freak. 18 points for him. From
outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic has checked in. Warriors trail by 9. They've got Livingston. Ezeli is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Rush in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Now here's Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it to left.
6 on the shot clock. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Heat pick up 2. Here's Ezeli, and too long on the shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And it's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now, and the Warriors miss again.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now Rush, following the three-point attempt by Freak. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Rush. Pass to Winslow. He feeds it to Freak. Tang with the screen for Freak. Clock at 6. Fires it up. And it's Curry with the rebound.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
The baseline J. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Curry's got 10 points in the game. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good. Freak.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to our continuing coverage of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. We're here for pivotal Game 4 with the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson, and let's get started. And the series tonight takes place in Oakland, where it'll be the Warriors going up against the Miami Heat. Looking at Miami, they've been phenomenal throughout this postseason. Only one loss thus far. They're putting up a historic run, and we'll see if they can finish it with a title. And if you've been watching this team play lately, you know who they've been getting the big baskets from? Freak! He's been on a tear. How's he gotten so hot, Shaq?
Well, you know, he's letting the game come to him on the offensive end. He's not forcing a shot, but he's still being aggressive, and he's always testing his defender. And he's, you know what, Ernie? He smells that barbecue chicken down there.
Verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. It's the Miami Heat facing the Golden State Warriors. Take a look at the Warriors. They're trailing 3 games to none. They're hoping for a miracle. They're going to lay it all on the line tonight as they look for their first win of this series.
And obviously, guys, they've got an uphill battle. I mean, nobody has...
Come on, let's bring it.
There is nothing like. So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. He'll have 60 seconds to try and make his way through 5. So he ends up at 17. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I give him.
And so we'll see James Harden.
When Harden came into the league, people were unsure if he'd be able to shoot with.
The round ends, and he's got 19. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
Yeah, didn't look good there for a while, but give him credit for overcoming that slow start.
So it's J.R. Smith ready to go.
He's got to have a.
He's all the way up there at 23 points. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
Well, you'd have to put his performance right there alongside the best there have ever been in a three-point contest.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, very rarely does a shooter ever get on that kind of a roll, Clark.
And here we go with Freak. It can be a big advantage going last. He knows the score he needs to beat in order to qualify.
It won't be easy. He needs 23 just to stay in the mix.
Well, he's capable, but it's going to take his absolute best effort to get him into the next round.
That's 11 in a row. It's a barrage of threes. One after another, after another. How in the world is he doing it?
He's finding that touch now.
4 more points to stay alive. Gets the money ball.
And that'll get him into a second-place tie.
He's in sole possession of second place.
A massive score of 27 points. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
No, I mean his.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. He's got 24 seconds here to put up as many points as he can. So it's J.R. Smith ready to go. Pressure's on. He's got 24 seconds to top the score and move. And so we'll see J.R. Smith. By going first, he can put a lot of the pressure on the guys behind him. He finishes the round with 17 points. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
And here we go with Freak.
18 points to go ahead, 17 points the score to beat.
Now 3 points, now with 4. 5 points now. 7 points. He's got 8. 8 more points for him to tie it up. Moneyball, no good. 6 points more to tie it up. That gives him 12. Good for 13. 1 rack left. 1 more to tie. Make it 17. Cool, he knocks down his 5th straight. Kept up a great pace right there. He even left some time on the clock. So he's got 19 points. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
Yeah, Kevin, I'd say it was pretty as a picture.
And that puts an end to the Foot Locker three-point contest. It couldn't have...